Hello again, friends. Great to be with you. Now, today when we're filming, it is February 18th. And as I look through my calendar and as I've gone through the last couple weeks, it has been apparent to me how many events and holidays we've had over the last 2 weeks. Take this journey with me, if you will. February 2nd, we had Groundhog Day. Now, you all know what that is. That little varmint comes out of the hole, and if it sees its shadow, then oh my gosh, we're back to 6 more weeks of winter, and if not, then yay, and early spring comes. Now, did you know Groundhog Day has roots in the ancient Christian tradition? The Candlemas was when clergy would bless and distribute candles needed for winter. And the candles represented how long and cold the winter would be. Well, the Germans came along and expanded on this concept by selecting an animal. Well, they went with the hedgehog, and they used this to predict winter, so moving from the candles to the animals. Well, once the Germans came to America, the German settlers in Pennsylvania, they continued the tradition, switching to the groundhog. Thus Groundhog's Day. Well, then we moved to February 12th, and we just had the Lunar New Year. Well, this marks the first new moon of the lunisolar calendar, and this is the tradition in many Eastern Asian countries. Now, in China, it's a 15-day celebration kicking off with family feasts, and most of them call them reunion dinners, and it ends with a Lantern Festival. Really cool celebration. A time for new beginnings and family gatherings. Has 3 overarching themes: fortune, happiness, and health. Well, now we're up to February 14th, that big old Hearts Day that many people celebrate, Valentine's Day. Based off of St. Valentine himself, and of course the act of giving gifts, cards, notes to our loved ones. A little too commercialized for me, but that's all right. And then February 15th, President's Day. Now, you know, this was originally established in 1885 in recognition of George Washington. The holiday became popularly known as President's Day after it was moved as part of 1971's Uniform Monday Holiday Act. Now, this was an attempt to create more 3-day weekends for the nation's workers. President's Day is a federal holiday now popularly viewed to celebrate all U.S. presidents past and present. And then just yesterday, Ash Wednesday, marking the beginning of our journey to Easter as we walk with Jesus through the final weeks of Jesus' ministry. Now, this is the day that Christians remember our own humanity and our need for God through the imposition of ashes. Wow. That was like 2 weeks, right? Now, I want to take us back almost 2 months to the day. Some of us celebrated the winter solstice on December 21st. Now, the winter solstice, this marks the shortest day of the year, right? And it takes us from the end of fall and to the official start of winter. Now, this is an ancient pagan holiday known for the rituals and tradition that celebrate nature and the settings of one's intention for the coming season. Now, after the winter solstice, the days get longer and the nights shorter. It's a seasonal shift that nearly everyone notices with our bodies. The Earth has a season because our world is tilted on its axis with respect to our orbit around the sun. We move from less darkness to more light. Now, this one is important because SAD, right, the seasonal affective disorder, that's real. That is so real. And a lot of people suffer from the darkness, right, in the winter season. And it's hard, and especially in this time of this pandemic. So know that now that we're getting into longer days, better. The light is so therapeutic. And sometimes that light therapy is used with the seasonal affective disorder. So I just talked about this long list of some institutionalized holidays just within the last 2 weeks that we celebrate, commemorate, and some spend a lot of money on. Here's my question to you this week. What events are you creating in your life? Again, we have these systems in place telling us when these events are and who we're to honor or celebrate and what to buy for whom, during what time of the year to express our love for others. Have we really gotten to that place that calendars and institutions and systems have to tell us when and how to make events in our lives find meaning, purpose, and to celebrate ourselves and others? To show love and gratitude for our neighbor? To walk in kindness and live our humanity and drop judgment, because that's not ours to own nor to share. So my charge to you this week is to create your own event, whether for self and or others. What would it be? And why? And then plan it and carry it out, giving you something to look forward to as we continue to move forward and giving us hope of rebuilding an in-person community in the near future once again. Email me your ideas. I would like to hear them. Make your own event. Our calendars are filled with things, and I know I'm saying to add to it now. We have this systemic things coming at us all the time. Do for you what you need. Namaste and amen. And as a reminder, the Quiet Christian Movement at First Plymouth is here to engage in conversations such as this, to offer support to those questioning, those who are stuck, those who are or have been wounded, and to encourage those who are settled with their stories to share their journeys so we can meet in the middle, converse, and learn alongside each other. So, take time to reflect on these comments this week, and on Sunday night at 7, we'll discuss via Zoom what events and memories are you creating in your life. Hope to see you then.